friends, I'm David.
I'm Steven.
And we are Interracial Freedom.
Be you, be happy, be free.
In today's video, we are going to celebrate Pride Month and tell you all about one of the most fantastic gay campgrounds we've ever stayed at. We had the privilege of staying at River Ridge Campground in Mount Olivet, Kentucky. This campground came highly recommended from some near and dear friends of ours, James and Paul. You can check out their videos, tell you all about it at gayrving.com. It was our first time. This is post our accident. Our morals were down. Our demeanor was down. Our spunk was down. We were just down. And we really needed to be uplifted and celebrate and be happy again. And this campground gave that to us.
The first thing we really have to say about this campground is it is friendly, it is kind, and boy, do they have a wonderful community. Out of, I think, almost all of the campgrounds that we've gone to, at all, ever, this probably is the most friendly campground. It could be because it's also very small, it's close-knit, it's a cozy campground, but every single person we met there was so kind and wanted to have a conversation, wanted to know more about our travels and our lives, which made us feel instantly part of the group. We didn't feel like outsiders at all coming into this wonderful, friendly space. Everyone was wonderful, but we do have to give a few special shout outs to folks we just talked to the longest. Everyone we spoke to was great, but we spoke to some folks a little longer and they were just grand. And that is the camp hosts, David and Michael. Thank you so much for really making it a fantastic weekend. Lucas, you're wonderful. Cesar, you're great as well. We also love chatting with CJ. He is a wonderful guy. And there was another weekend camper there who we got to know, Brad. Wonderful talking to you. Really fantastic. Everyone's great. Can't say that enough.
The campground is located in Mount Olivet near Cynthiana, Kentucky. I hope I said that right. It is a secluded campground that sits along the Licking River, which is funny just to say that out loud. It's the Licking River, and that is not a gay pun. That is really what it's called, the Licking River. So a couple things to know about this campground is it is small and it is remote. The access road in is a little narrow, but nothing that we couldn't overcome. There are other videos that you may see that talk about it just being too narrow and too small, but we didn't get that feeling. Also, the time of day that we came in was good, so there's not like a lot of car traffic back and forth, so it worked fine for us. Entrance up and into the gate, easy peasy. And we have a big rig, so big rig friendly. The campground itself is a little small. I would say it's probably like, again, it's like 30, 40, 50 main sites. They did add on. They've been adding on. This campground is like 7 years old. They've been growing each year, adding on some more sites, some new amenities. Unfortunately, there was some very bad thunderstorms and flooding that went through the campground about a month before we got there, maybe 3.5 weeks before we got there. So there was some devastation. The pool was closed because it had been completely destroyed. And some of the and actually our campsite, the water, we had saw some photos on Lucas's cell phone. The water was all the way up to our campsite was underwater 3 weeks before. So with that in mind, the amenities that they do have, they have two hot tubs, or they weren't called hot tubs.
Hot pods.
Hot pods. That's what it's called, a hot pod. They have that. Again, it sits on the Licking River. They have canoe and kayak rentals. And it's really cool. You can actually just hop in the kayak right there behind the property and go downstream, and they will come and pick you up and bring you and the kayaks back. So that's a fantastic option as well. Again, there was a food truck there all week, so they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, coffee, all the good stuff. So there's food options if you didn't like pack tons of food with you. But some of the things that they've made that were kind of new, that were really nice, was the bathhouse setup. Really nice outdoor showers. It's really nice setup. I really enjoyed it. And they, I don't know if it's meant to be this way, but it seems like they might have originally stocked a couple of the shampoos, conditioners, and soaps, and then people just gradually leave things behind. So there's an entire, it's almost like a little shopping store of different shampoos, conditioners, and soaps that you get to choose from. So even that's nice. As you can see, Steven's no longer sitting beside me. He's holding the camera right now because we were having some gimbal troubles. And then that brings us to kind of like, I'll say, the home base of the campground, which is Club Rosie's. And Club Rosie's really hosts everything. Steven and I on our first night were invited and played left, right, center. I think I said that correct. It might even be right, left, center, but
Center, left, right.
it's a fantastic, fun little card game. Few bucks. Everybody joined in, and it was a lot of fun. And thank you so much for inviting us. We had a great time doing that as well. So I was invited to be the lead judge for their Mr. and Miss Rivers Ridge 2025. What does that mean? Think Miss USA, but Mr. And then Mrs. is think Miss USA, but Miss. It's basically the representation for the campground and all their community events. So obviously the Miss River Ridge is a drag competition, and the Mr. River Ridge is similarly just as a cis male identifying as yourself, really, and representing the campground. It's not associated with leather or any other type group, if you will, but they're just overall the representatives of the campground in all community events, which is really nice and a lot of fun. I had a fantastic time. The contestants and entertainment were off the charts. They were really, really good, and we had the greatest time. They were so much fun. The entertainment was great. They were all polished, and I cannot say enough about the community and me just inviting me to be part of it. It was really an honor, so thank you for that. And the two standout stars of the weekend for myself and the other 4 judges at the panel table was Big Deborah, which is just funny because it is a play off Little Debbie, and I love that. And who, by the way, her lip sync was top notch, probably one of the top 5 I've ever seen in my entire life. And Dave has watched a whole lot of drag in his life. And then the Mr. winner was Xander Mercury, who he brought so much energy and positivity to his competition that he was hands down the right winner for the weekend. So congratulations to Xander and to Big Deborah.
One thing we took the time to do since we were at a campground that didn't mind using a little extra water was give Bernitha a bath, because that poor thing, she had been hit and beat up on the roads and all that rain and wind just pounding her. She needed to be cleaned, and we cleansed her. And then we also gave Agatha a bath too, because she needed some good loving as well. Again, happy Pride to all of those who partake, and hopefully everyone who watches our videos partakes. Listen, if you like watching our videos, please do us a favor and please subscribe, please comment, and share your journeys along with us. We've been getting some wonderful comments from you all, and we are feeling so engaged and hopeful and joyful, and we want to push all that energy back out into the world. So until next time, bye.
Bye, friends. And remember, love is love.